before I get started in today's video, guys, be sure to give me a like. All right, so today we're going to talk about how I was able to afford buying my 2007 Honda Civic Si. So we're going to talk about 3 things that helped me obtain my Civic Si. Starters, I get a lot of questions on how much I paid for my Si, which I've cleared up in a couple videos before, and how I was able to afford my Si, but I never actually made a video talking about what strategies I implemented to be able to afford one of these cars. Not for nothing, like, they're really not too expensive, but they do hold their value. I mean, some of them that are like the 2009 to 2011s they hold their value. They're still going for like 10, maybe 12 grand or whatever. And then you have the 9th gens that are about, I don't know, I want to say anywhere from like about 12 to like 15 G's. So I mean, that's pretty expensive for an entry level like car enthusiast or like a younger kid, or you know, just anybody who's kind of like not making the most money right now. Back in like 2013, you know, I was kind of like getting into cars. I actually drove an 07 FA5 Fiji Blue bolt-ons, and I just fell in love with the clutch, the transmission. I told myself after that and after the event at Honda Day that I need to have one of these cars. It's gonna put us to our first strategy that helped me out to be able to buy one of these cars, and that is setting a goal, guys. I think that this first thing that we're gonna be talking about, which is, you know, setting up a goal, putting a goal into effect in place, is going to help you the most out of all the other strategies. I'm just going with this right off the top of my head, like no filter, guys. So putting a goal in effect is going to help dramatically, because without a goal, you're not gonna really, how do I want to say this? You're not gonna really have a path you're not gonna have a clear path and a clear mindset or a visual to steer you in the right direction on, you know, what you want, basically. So I had a goal in effect. My goal was that I'm gonna have an Si in a year from the date that I said that I wanted one. Pretty much had that in the back of my mind, and I was able to achieve that. We'll say a year or 2 later, and after my birthday in January of 2016, I was able to, I bought my first Civic Si. It's 07 FG2, 120K on it. He was asking 45, but I talked him down to 42. Or I talked them down to 4 grand because it needed a clutch, but we met in the middle at like 42, so I bit the bullet. I was able to afford it. You need a goal. Like, you need a goal. It's gonna help you work harder. Oh, this is gonna lead us to our next thing, guys. All right, and that is gonna be save your money. All right, so the number 2 strategy that I used and how I was able to afford my Civic Si, God, don't mind this dirt right here, Jesus, she needs a wash, is to save your money, guys. All right, I know saving is very, very hard for a lot of people. It was hard for me, you know, but you gotta devote time, and you gotta learn how to save your money, straight up. I knew I wanted one of these. I put the goal into effect. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get it if I didn't start saving money. So how I did it, and it's pretty crazy on how I did it, is I started by saving $100 every single week for about a year, and I was able to save up $4,500. I had to hop back in the car real quick. It is freaking cold out there, guys. You want to pay yourself first, guys. And I was kind of working a job, full-time job, 45 hours a week. I was getting overtime. So I was just like, you know what? If I want a car, I need another car. I want a project car, a quicker car than what I had now. I have my 2001 Civic EX for my daily, and I wanted another project car. And I told myself, I'm like, well, my parents aren't gonna help me get that. Like, so I'm gonna have to save money. This is the compound interest wallet from Nerd Wallet, guys. I highly recommend these guys. So my initial deposit, let's say, was $100, and at the time I didn't have my money in a compound interest account. I just kind of had it in a cash fund. So I'll show you exactly how it adds up Initial deposit is $100. We have contributions, $400 a month. That's $100 every week for 1 year, 0% interest. And that's the balance right there. Pay yourself first, you save, you forget about it, your money will grow dramatically. Finishing up here, guys, the simple 3. So I was able to put a goal into effect. I was able to save my money. And the 3rd one, this is important as well, and that is consistency. All right, you ever heard that phrase, consistency is key? Well, I'm an example of that. My strategy is an example of it. I saved, like I said, I was able to save $100 every week, all right? But the goal was every week. That's where the consistency comes in. So like, there was no like, oh crap, I can't save this week. Something came up. I had it in my mind that I want to get to, basically, my goal was like $5,000, whatever. To be honest, I never thought I was going to be able to do it. I never thought I was going to be able to get one of these cars as quick as I did. But I look back and I'm like, you know, I'm not going to lie, like $4,500 saved in a year's time is actually not that bad for like my situation, my income and stuff. So I took those three rules, those 3 strategies. I owned them. It's that simple, guys. It really is. Pulled it off, and the end feeling was great. It really was. It was phenomenal. You know, I always talk about it. It's just a memorable experience. You know, my first actual project car that I was able to afford with my own money. But yeah, I hope you guys can, you know, take my strategies that I presented in this video and get your own SI or whatever project car you guys want. You don't have to start with $100. You can start with $25 or something like that. You know, it doesn't have to be $100. Do whatever you're comfortable with. If you guys find something that you like, whether it's a Civic Si or WRX, Miata, whatever it is, try to work on a deal. Try to save yourself $1,000. Even if it's $500, I mean, it's $500 you can use for like modifications or registration, insurance, stuff like that. All right, guys, so I'm gonna conclude it right here. I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. Be sure to give me a like if you liked the video. Drop all your comments down below. Let me hear your stories. How were you able to afford your Civic Si or your project cars? Drop your comments down below. Subscribe for more content, guys. I have some things coming for this car. I know I've been talking about it. First time hitting VTEC in a week, guys. Got a little 10th gen in front of me right now. Just gonna finish up the night, try to get midnight clean, and then I'm gonna head home, just chill out, play some Call of Duty Mobile for the rest of the evening. I mean, it's only 4, but back to work tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you soon. Peace out.